Timmy.
Alrighty. Let's roll.
Kirsten, Karsten,
Christian.
Christian. What do you go by these days?
It's been Karsty.
Karsty?
Oh yeah, it's been sticking here. Also, they didn't score.
Like Timbo? Like Shiver Me Timbos?
No, nobody knows the Timbo over here. It's great.
That one's just me.
Yep.
All right. You can't watch the hockey game during this.
Gotta turn the shit off then.
I wish that was my backdrop, but you're not allowed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you explain a little bit about yourself? Tell the people what they came to hear.
Well, my name's Karsten Kamps. Me and Kobe went to high school together and grew up playing hockey in Marquette and graduated together. I am the director of equipment at Lake Superior State University. Just started in June, and I've been working at it for about 4 months, 3 months. So
Why don't you tell the people where exactly is Lake Superior State University?
it's in the Upper Peninsula. It's about 5 minutes away from Canada. Not even.
Literally 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes. I haven't been there yet.
Could be a little busy if there's some traffic across the bridge, though. That does happen if you're driving to the movie theaters, because there's no movie theater in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
I'll be honest with you, I've been here for 4 months and I haven't been to Canada yet.
I literally, back in the Indian days, we went to, well, other people went to Canada a lot, actually, because there's not much to do in Sault, Michigan. But we went there for the movie theater, and we went and saw, I think it must have been Frozen. I don't think Frozen 2 came out yet, but we went and saw Frozen across the border. And when we were either going to Canada or coming back, the dude in like the booth, the security, whatever they're called, he's like, "What do you guys do over there?" We're like, "We went and saw Frozen." He's like, "All right." We're like, "No, we actually did. We went and saw Frozen."
We for sure saw Frozen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you said you're director
Director of equipment.
Director of equipment. Why don't you explain to us what the hell that entails?
Well, so I'm director of equipment, so I'm in charge of all the other sports at Lake State, all 9 sports, but primarily just the men's hockey team.
Okay.
So basically, I just answer emails from other sports if they need something, or I get jobs from my athletic director on stuff that I have to get done for senior nights or programs that we have gotten rid of in the past. Just trying to they have funding still left over, so I'm trying to get them just apparel for whatever they need, just so they still feel welcomed. Just because of financial reasons, they had to cut sports and stuff.
Yep.
But primarily, I spend most of my day with hockey and taking care of all those guys, all 30 guys, and 10 staff. So
Okay. When you were like when you accepted this job, when you interviewed, got the detail and stuff like that, was that part of the role itself, that like you're gonna spend X amount of time with the hockey team? Because like, and we'll touch on it a little more, but that's obviously like your focus, what you want to do.
yeah,
When you were looking at taking this job, did they like guarantee a certain amount of your time to hockey, or is it just that's kind of what happened with the role?
it's just basically like when the job came posted, it was like director of equipment. I was kind of confused because like it was like the 4th bullet point. It said hockey.
Okay.
I was like, all right, well, this is maybe not the actual job that I'm looking for, and so I kind of like waited to apply to it, and then next, I think I reached out to their old equipment guy, and he said this is exactly like what it was.
Okay.
But like you don't touch any of the other sports, which I really don't. Just in case, like occasional, like a repair or something for something,
Yeah.
for some random thing that they may have. But other than that, I don't really see them. Like I'll go wander around and say hi, make sure everybody's good, and
Yeah.
but also kind of gets me out of my office.
Would you have to, so like Lake State, I don't know how sport, but they have volleyball, basketball for men and women?
Yeah, basketball. So it's volleyball, men and women basketball, um, cross country, track, swimming, hockey, obviously, and then I feel like I'm forgetting team sports.
Probably like 2, I think.
Yeah, and then they have a bunch of club sports as well.
Okay. But for like the other sports, do you do the ordering for like their apparel and stuff like that, or someone else does that?
No, they do it. All the coaches kind of handle their own stuff.
Gotcha.
It's just kind of if I need to get in contact with a rep or if I have ideas on different things, they may reach out to me. It may not. I'm mostly getting stuff like from my athletic director on like what to do.
Okay. But hockey, you do apparel.
But hockey, yeah, every like all the ordering and stuff happens with me for hockey.
Okay. But why don't you talk through like maybe now what day to day looks like, and then we can talk about when you first took the role, what that looked like in comparison.
Day to day is not really the same every day. Obviously, you have the same things with sharpening skates, setting up the locker room for practice, and lots of laundry. But other than that, I mean, it could kind of just some days are super busy, some days aren't busy at all. So like we kind of just hang out um, until like 1 o'clock, and then it kind of gets busy. Obviously, getting there at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock depends on what I have to do in the morning.
Yeah.
It varies. Or if we're on the road during the week, then I obviously get there earlier and try to get ahead of schedule, just with obviously packing and everything. But like Monday and Tuesday are our lift days, so it's the first lift group is like 7:30. So like I get there at 8:30 ish, and then try to get a couple of obviously the first two workout groups go, get their laundry going, and then like so we have towels for practice, and then like once the last group goes while they're on during the ice during practice, I'll get the towels going. So we're kind of just it's like a revolving door of just trying to keep laundry going. Some days it's 3, 4 loads of laundry. Some days it's 10, 12.
Yeah.
Just kind of depends on the day and that. But everything else is pretty much the same every day. Get the lineup, move jerseys around, set up the bench for practice, kind of hang out on the bench, make sure anybody needs something, or if anybody needs something, I'm there.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't, but there's always someone that needs something that I have to do. So
When you say like somebody needs something, is it like a gear thing, or they have questions about getting something in, or something that you have control of, like in the back room or something?
it's mostly like they need a blade change. So I have an extra set of blades, actually two extra sets of blades for guys. So like I'll take a set out with me for practice. They'll come, I'll just swap their steel, go in, sharpen it, and then put it back in the bag. So we have it, or like it kind of depends, or someone will break a stick. So I have to hand a stick off, or they just have a question about something, or it just could be anything at any random time.
Yeah. But most of your work, like, I guess I don't know, I guess the timing of when you came in, like, in order for like the day-to-day stuff now to like have some days where you're not doing a whole lot, like you did a lot of front loading of work and like ordering and making sure you have everything
Yeah.
4 months ago, because otherwise, something could happen tomorrow, and if you didn't plan for something like that 4 months ago, like you'd be kind of screwed.
Yeah, 100%. And like I came in a good spot. Like all my ordering was done before I even got here. So like I didn't really have to order anything unless it was something that like I personally wanted to add, which there's been a few things that I've done, but it was nothing like major.
Okay.
It's just kind of slowly over time, like little things that I've noticed from other places that I never could do as a student. Like I didn't have the opportunity to be able to order stuff, but now that you're on your own, it's kind of like, all right, it's your horse that you can kind of do whatever you want with, and kind of be able to spend a little money here and there just to get the little things, to make it look a little more professional.
Yeah. You just kind of brought something up too that we can talk about real quick for people that don't know your history, but you just took this job with Lake State, but was it 5 or 6 years before that you were with NMU?
Yeah, 6 years as a student.
Yeah.
I'm a student equipment manager for Northern Michigan. And I mean, obviously, I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. Obviously, most people go to school for 4 years, but just was taking my time. Didn't really figure out what I wanted to do degree wise. But having my mom work there and get that resource of free tuition, it obviously helped. And then basically I kind of knew that it was either you got to graduate or drop out and go find a job, because it's just a waste of time. Like I'm wasting money now. Like if I would have went back for another year, I would have wasted more money. It's like I knew what I wanted to do. My parents supported me in doing whatever. They could tell that I was done school wise.
Yeah.
So I just kind of grinded out a degree and moved on.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's everyone's path to school is a little bit different. Like when I had Hunter on for that for the first episode, he went for 3 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Like he went for one semester and um just kind of realized it wasn't for him, and then he figured out his own episode or figured out his own chapter and his own path. And then I mean, for you, I'd say pretty early on, even like freshman year, you knew that you wanted to do something in the realm of like being an equipment manager, but
Yep.
then you just kind of like it was basically like a 6-year internship is basically what you did.
Basically, yeah. Like
So
if I would have had to go to school, I would have never went to school in the first place, and I would have just started and volunteered my time. Like,
could you have like if you didn't go to school and say you like let's think of this hypothetically, you didn't go to NMU, so you
yeah,
didn't get like NCAA experience, but say you went and started with like the Metro Jets in the USP,
yeah,
and then you're there for like 2 years, 3 years, and then say you jump up to like NCDC or something like that, or anyway, like you can work your way up just like if you were playing, right? Like
yeah.
there is
Yeah.
opportunities, but I mean this
I
was
mean,
Tennessee.
everybody's different. Like there's a guy that at Stonehill, like he didn't go to college. Like he didn't have any really experience. Um,
How do
like
you get there then?
he worked a couple years in like some junior program, and then like got brought into Stonehill, and like he's been there since. Actually, a pretty good buddy of mine, as of like we just kind of met on social media and we chat every day, and like we'll play video games. Like there's a group
I
of
was gonna
like
say that.
little group of like young equipment guys like that we all kind of have like a group chat, and like we'll go hop on and play NHL or just like a group FaceTime or whatever. Shoot the shit, which is kind of nice having like guys that we can like if I go out east, which we were just out east, so like I had them obviously they're all out east, they're at Vermont and Stonehill, so they go play all the teams out east that we never do. So I'm kind of getting like info like, hey, how's the setup at these places? Like if they were to come over to play CCHA teams or teams that I've been at or been like a visitor at, like I'll kind of give my heads up and be like, hey, this is how the setup is. Like it's nice having those kind of accommodations, being obviously young in the business, and it's fun to have like obviously a little core group that we can kind of all hang out and be like, hey, like we're all under 25 and we're Division 1 equipment managers.
Yeah, you can kind of work through connections and relationships a
Yeah.
little bit, so you're not like necessarily in it by yourself, which I'm sure is helpful.
Yeah, and we talk about things, or like I like will ask a question in it, and like either to like show me how to do something, or like, hey, like where'd you order this stuff? Like this is pretty cool. Like so we kind of just throw like different ideas at each other, which is nice. Just with like I said, we're all young, trying to figure out how to do stuff on our own.
Yeah.
Um, and it's just kind of a good way to network each other, and like obviously like we're gonna hype up each other if something happens or whatever. So
Yeah, you just support each other. That's
yeah,
nice. Going back to kind of just the operations, the management of what you're doing, because like right now you said it you know could be busy. A lot of days it might not be. That's just kind of the point of the season, because like you work weekends, you have late nights because of travel and stuff like
yeah,
that. But when the time comes and it's off season and you're dealing with ordering and stuff like that, when you're actually going to have to do that next year,
yeah,
what does that look like? Because like obviously I have an understanding of it with playing hockey for as long as I did, but of the maybe 5 people that actually listen to this and maybe don't play hockey,
yeah.
like there's skates, there's shin pads, pants, shells, shoulder pads, elbows, helmets, visors, bubbles.
Sticks.
Yeah, like what am I like shot blockers, like
Yeah.
tape. Do you get like their undergarments and stuff too?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like we'll just like order in bulk, like a bunch of stuff there.
Okay.
I have honestly I hadn't even ordered any of that because there was a ton left over from last year.
Really?
I'm like obviously trying to use up like our stuff, like our undergarments don't really matter like what what brand they are because it's not visible. So it's like anything that's not visible doesn't have to be CCM, but anything visible, it's to be.
Are you good? CCM? Yep.
Yeah, it's CCM. Other than skates, skates is like the one exception. On our contract, we're supposed to every year supposed to go up a percentage.
But like, how many players are supposed to wear CCM?
Yeah, like we're supposed to be like 30% right now. I think we're probably pretty close to that. And then like every year it's supposed to go up like 5%, I'm pretty sure. So, but like that's more the one thing. It's like you don't really force guys to do just because it's personal preference. Obviously, you can get them samples, which are CCM's great about, and like they'll get us samples for the guys to try in the summer. If they don't like them, we don't get charged for them. We just send them back, and then they might get reused for somebody else.
Okay.
But like most of our ordering and stuff, like honestly, I'll probably order it this month for next year already. Yeah, if it's like November, December, it's kind of when the booking orders start.
And is it like because some of the stuff is custom, like skates
so that's
are custom, but or not
isn't
skates,
that
like
big of a
it's
difference.
but sticks. Sorry.
Pants, gloves, like those kind of have to obviously are getting made, but from scratch. So like those will get ordered now, but like technically we can't get billed until the first of the year, which is July for us.
Okay.
Like our it's not like the normal first of the year. It's like that's when like our pay
Your
or like
fiscal years.
yeah, our fiscal year starts
Period.
in July. Yeah. So like we'll order all our stuff. Like I have a rep coming the week of Thanksgiving, our CCM rep showing me the new product for this year or this upcoming year already. So like kind of getting that ball rolling. He's already or like texted me and emailed with me about changing anything in our gloves or pants or if there's anything we want to do differently. And basically I was like, we're all good. Like we don't want to change anything this year. Maybe in the future trying to get like more gold on our gloves, but it's not that noticeable. Everybody's kind of got shop blockers on, and that kind of we just made mandatory. So it's been nice having that kind of not have to worry about all that kind of stuff and just keep everything the same and you just order so much of it now. Obviously, if a new contract, we get a bunch of stuff for free.
Okay.
It's just part of like in the incentive. Like you'll get free helmets, pants, gloves. What else? And then there was like 2 free sets of or game jerseys, and then so it's like a bunch of incentives that we can get. And so like we obviously everything that was ordered this year's was pretty much free, other than like the extra stuff that I've had to order.
Okay.
But
So most stuff that you're looking at though, it sounds like it's like bulk order. You're just top to the
like 30, 40 pieces each probably.
okay.
Depends on what it is.
Really, the only specialized thing then is sticks and skates. Yes.
Sticks and skates, obviously, those are all fully custom. Like I'll like once the season's over, I'll probably reach out to the guys that are coming in next year, try to get their stick specs, if they have them, or talk to their equipment guy that they've been at before, get sticks 8 specs. So like basically, obviously, with the big CHL push, we have like a big Zoom meeting that's all NCAA. Like I was at a Zoom meeting with all 75 college teams, men's and women's. So like we have a big thing. Like we're getting like a Google sheet that has everybody from the OHL, their contact list. So like it's going to make the transition from CHL to college a little easier for equipment guys.
Yeah.
Just being able to call, I don't know, anybody from say Ottawa 67. It's like I can call them and be like, hey, so and so is coming here. We need just to kind of get like their gear specs. So it'd be kind of nice to have all that just like in your phone and be like, hey, I can call up anybody like Greyhounds. I can probably drive there, but I could just call them and be like, hey, we're getting so and so. We need their specs if you have it, or it's just going to make everything easier.
What are skate specs?
Skate specs are just basically like what size, fit, like whatever. Like if there's preference with like tongue or like insoles or like eyelets and stuff. So it's all that's all basically based off their foot scan. Like
okay, I was gonna say because like, don't they just get their foot scan? Like
so basically the specs is a scan. So like I can reach out, like I can look at our rep and be like, hey, I need Kobe Gaidevek's scan. and they have all the scans and like in their database and be like, okay, he had this one done in 2022. Has he made any changes? No. Okay, we'll order that pair for him.
Or the rep CCM
Yeah.
has that database. Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yes. So like when we had guys coming in with Bauer, they were sending me their specs, and I'm like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. This is the specs. He goes, where does he play? I go, Saginaw. He goes, all right, he has a scan from last year already. I go, do you want to order the same thing? I go, yeah. Yeah, he said he didn't change anything. He wants the same thing. I'll just tell him what color he wants, give him the option with between blue and black, and then skates will be here in 5 weeks.
And sticks. I mean, that one's a little easier, I think, than like measures and stuff. But
it depends on what league you're in. Coming over, like if they're Bowers, then it's gonna be a little bit of a different with flexes. Because obviously the flexes are different. They're in 7s for Bauer and 5s and for CCM. So it's just like it. Other than that, like you might have a few guys that don't like a certain thing, which is why we get like the new guys. We'll get them like a 6-pack to start. If they don't like it within the first couple of weeks, we'll be like, hey, what do you want to change? This and this. I'll call our rep. He wants to change the flex or whatever, curve or graphic or kick point. And then next thing you know, I'll text to him. Be like, sounds good. How many you want to order? 6 or 12? I'll go 12 and then we'll be good. So it's weird.
Can you do that at any point in the year, or sticks still like bookings and you have to do it earlier? Can you get batches whenever?
Yeah, I could text him right now and be like, I need a 12-pack for yourself or whoever. Like I just sent him an email 2 weeks ago and it was like, I need 6 sticks for these 4 guys and then a 12-pack for these guys. And he goes, sounds good. I'll get it inputted by the end of the day and it should be there in 3-4 weeks.
And that obviously just all gets sent to the rink.
Yeah, it gets sent right to our athletic or like our athletics office.
Addressed to Timmy?
Yeah, right to me. It was weird seeing boxes show up with my name on it and they weren't actually for me. So
Christmas. Yeah.
it is Christmas. But
you do. Your past, you do have a lot of hockey gear that comes into yourself from sideline swap. So I'm sure that was a little confusing for you that none of it was for you.
Well, I did have a box for me, but I got a little care package. But
had to get yourself a little prezzy.
Yeah. Rep hooked me up pretty well.
Treat yourself a little bit. Is that what you used tonight in your men's league game? Did you get some twigs?
Yeah, I got 6 of them.
6? Is that it? Skates?
Well, yeah, I got skates. They screwed up one of my orders, and my rep told me to keep them. So I was like, perfect. They're my size.
What's your stick spec these days?
The Jet Speed, P28, 65 flex with a 4-inch extension.
Oh, so a little
height
speedier than a 65 flex.
Yeah, probably like a 62.
Yeah. Normal blade height and stuff.
Yeah. I tried the new blade. It's stiff and like on the toe and the heel, and then it's like a little flimsier in the middle. I tried that new blade that they just came out with this year. It's like I think it's called Evo.
What's so it's like essentially the old like ADV that Bauer came out with. I mean, there's no hole in it, but like that's
there's no hole. It's just like the foam is a little thinner in the middle.
Okay.
Which I can't tell the difference, but
no, you're still sniper. Did you score tonight or no?
I did. I just won.
Just one. Any helpers or no?
No, we only scored 2 goals. I was a +2 though. We lost 6-2.
It's not a great showing.
Not great.
That's not good at all. Well, Tim, we talked about operations. We talked about like what you're actually doing.
Yeah.
Which is good. In your path to getting to Lake State, is there anything that stuck out that maybe you wish you did differently?
No.
Oh,
really.
You're perfect.
I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but I'm obviously pretty happy with how everything kind of turned out.
And what are you most proud of then? We'll flip the script if you're not giving me any imperfection.
I mean, obviously just like how I've grown, like in this job. Like obviously you go into as a 17-year-old with grown, I would say kind of grown men. And it's,
Yeah.
for me, my first year was like pretty eye opening that like, okay, they actually listened to me as a 17-year-old, like
Yeah.
fresh out of high school, like first time in college. Like I'm walking around going to class, and my guys that I work for or with are in my class with me.
Yeah.
And I just say like over the years, like the respect that they've kind of shown me, like obviously, like I do go to class with them, I do hang out with them, I did live with a couple of them. Um, just like how I'm no different, even though I'm getting paid to do things.
Yeah.
They treat me as their own, which is great.
Yeah.
Same thing as like coming here, like obviously I was on the other side of playing Lake State every 4 games.
Yeah.
So like it's no different. Like obviously it's hockey, you get chirped at every once in a while, which is fine, but like you got to be able to take it and give it right back. Like
For sure.
um, within the reason. But like it's just one thing. Like over time, like I've definitely grown. Like instead of being like the kid that'd be like, yes, like you can have this. It's like, okay, do you really need this?
Yeah.
Or like, or you kind of give them shit for a little bit. It's like, okay, what did you do? Like
Yeah.
guys will come up to me all the time. Be like, my stick broke. I go, what did you do? Why'd you break your stick? He goes, well, I was just like shooting and it just broke. I was like, I know, I'm just giving you a hard time. Like, he goes, oh, okay. I'm like, you're fine. Like, I'm just like, the thing is, like, if you can't come to work and enjoy your job, like, you're not gonna have fun doing your job.
What if somebody came up to you and was like, yeah, I need a stick? You're like, how to break it? And they smashed over the crossbar or something. Like you, actually. Like yeah, past Timmy. Can you say no? Or like you just have
I mean, I have to give them one, but like, they're gonna get fined for it. Like, it's $150.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it goes to me to help pay for a stick.
Oh.
Well, but I'll give it to like the guys, but like they have to pay their fine, which goes into their, doesn't actually go to me, but it's like their beer money kind of thing for their party at the end of the year.
Oh,
Like, hey,
okay.
I'll go get the video. Like, I'm not afraid to go upstairs and get the video. Like, we video every practice, so I can see if you broke it on purpose.
Yeah.
And like, I'll bring it to like court, or I'll tell the guys that are in charge of the fines, like, hey, he's got $150. He broke a stick on purpose.
Yeah.
I have video evidence. So like,
Do you sit in on court?
we don't actually do court. It's just kind of like a write on the board, but like I have sat down on court like at Northern and be like, everybody's like, do you got anything? I go, no, I could though. And they're like, you got to do it. I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I'll pick my battles, because as soon as you throw a fine out, you got 5 more coming right back at me.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, all right, you got to pick your battles and that kind of stuff. But obviously, like, I'm not going to be thrilled about it because they just wasted a $300 stick.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, if the stick is, let's say, going to break, like it's going, then I'm obviously, it's going to break at some point. And
Yeah.
but don't flat out tell me I broke it on the boards. Like, just kind of beat it around the bush or make it really disappear. Kind of
Have some respect, kind of.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like, I can take your sticks away from you. Like, they're not yours. Like, they're the school's sticks.
You get
like,
one stick for the year. Are they
just because it says your name on it, they're not yours.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously, like, then you're disrespecting the university because they are paying for your stuff.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think? What do you think is the biggest difference from being at NMU when you weren't like the guy, you were, the student guy, and now you're the guy? What's like the biggest difference that you've noticed, or I guess just things that are different?
the responsibilities a lot
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I'm sitting in on staff meetings where I was going to class as a student.
Yeah.
You were like,
you were going to class.
Yeah, going to class.
You're running Fortnite back.
But it's just like the thing, like little things. Like, obviously, I'm taking things that I did there that I liked how it worked, and like I'm bringing it here. If there's things I didn't like, which there wasn't a ton, because it was kind of how I wanted to do it, and I kind of passed it back and forth with my old boss, and we kind of made a system that worked.
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously that those things like I'm bringing with me, there's things that I see from other places that, okay, I'm going to take in. And then at the end of the day, it's just getting a system that works for yourself. So it doesn't make you look bad,
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah. And
But I mean, that's the biggest thing is like, you, at the end of the day, it's my show. Like you're running it how you want to run it.
for sure.
And that's obviously like I have the support of my coaches, my athletic director, and um, all the guys are bought in pretty quick right away. I'm like, this is what I expect from you guys.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, come talk to me about it. I'll explain why we're doing it this way. And I've never had a single guy come talk to me like right away. I'm like, I asked the guys that were here last year, there are certain things like obviously when you get your skates done every day, how did he do it? Like I talked to those guys because I wanted to pick their brain because we had a system that we did that I wasn't a huge fan of, and I wanted to change it to make it obviously easy for them, easy for myself, and gets me in and out of there pretty quick after practice. So I'm not sitting there till 11 o'clock at night and being back at 8 o'clock in the morning. So,
Yeah.
Which is kind of little things like that we're kind of getting the ball rolling. Obviously, a year under my belt, I'm kind of letting a little more things slide.
Yeah.
Next year, I'll be a little more strict and kind of get that process going where it's like, all right, this is what I expect. You're going to figure it out the first day you're here, and I shouldn't have to say anything other than like 2 weeks afterwards.
Yeah. What's a couple points that like make a smooth operation for you?
Just like honestly being on the road, like having the guys that don't play, like there's a system that, okay, like I'll take care of your bag because obviously you're not playing. So like I'll get your bag out of the way, it's packed and it'll be ready to roll. You throw it on the bus, you come back to me. I'll be like, hey, I need you guys to start packing sticks. And like all my stuff is pretty much packed in the third period, like or second, third intermission. So like that stuff's ready to roll. And I'm like, as soon as it's packed, it's in the hallway. Go bring it to the bus. Everybody kind of knows how the bus gets packed. First 2 bays are for the guys. The last one's for the staff.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, we have 25 minutes max to get out of there. Like, we want to get out of there because we either have to catch a flight, we got to get on the bus, we got to drive 7 hours or however long it is. And like, we got to get out of here like pretty quick. So those guys, I'll be like right after the coach is done talking, be like, hey, pack your jerseys, pack your laundry, and let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And guys are obviously, if you win, it takes a little longer, but if you lose, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
So just that kind of stuff.
Would you say it's like then what's helpful for you is like when you kind of lay something out, like this is what I expect, or this is what you're saying needs to be done for something to run smooth, is like those people are picking it up pretty quickly that like, all right, this is what Timmy's saying we got to do.
Yeah. And like my coaches, like they're not like as soon as they get off the bus, they're grabbing a bag and they're bringing it in. So it starts from the top. Like if my head coach is grabbing a bag, someone else should probably grab 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's that kind of stuff. It's like, hey, we got to get in and out pretty quick. And that was the same thing. Like over the past weekend, we were in New York. We played St. Lawrence a Friday. Saturday went to Clarkson, which was 15 minutes away. We loaded the bus after the game on Friday. We brought the guys back to the hotel. We dropped them off, and then staff went over and loaded all the bags.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we had, I'd say 8 staff that all came over.
Okay.
And so like, they're like, how do you want to do this? I go, I'll take a bag. I'll start unpacking it. You guys shuttle bags in. I'll set like a sample so everybody kind of knows how it is. I said, we'll be out of here in 25 minutes.
It works.
And we were out. I said 30 and we were out in 25.
So that's like head coach and assistants, or no head coach?
Head coach stayed back to start working on film, but our 2 assistant coaches, our assistant GM, our GM, our trainer, our strength coach, me, we had a student hockey ops. So we had all of those guys.
That's sweet.
So like, I mean, we were in and out, wasn't much talking. It was just like, all right, we got to get this done and let's get to bed because we got to do it right the next day. So it's just that kind of stuff. Like if you see that like your coach is helping grab a bag, or like he's always asking like, hey, you need something, then like the guys notice that.
Yeah.
It's obviously a big thing where you get some guys that just don't grab anything.
Or that would be pretty annoying.
Yeah. Like but I don't have a single guy that does that. They'll come back out, they'll unload their bag, or they won't even unload the bag. They'll bring it in, come back out, and be like, "Hey, is there anything else?" I go, "No, we're all good."
Sweet.
And it's just like that. So it's just those kind of things. Like, obviously, if we want to get in and out as quick as we can,
Yeah.
obviously who knows, if we're getting in, we got a dinner or we're skating, let's unload this thing. Let's get on the ice, or let's unload it. Let's get laundry turned in and let's get out of here because we got to go to dinner. And so that kind of stuff is all kind of important, just so it runs smoothly, I guess.
Yep. Well, Timmy, we got time for one more question. We have 3 minutes left.
Sounds good.
Out of your now going on year 7 of experience, we touched on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Where's like the finish line for you, if there is one? Like, is it?
If you'd asked me probably 4 years ago, I'd have said the NHL.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if, like, honestly, I can't really give you a good answer. Obviously, everybody's dreams to work in the NHL, but talking to enough pro guys that are trying to come into college,
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty content in college where I am.
Really?
May not be here forever, but
Yeah.
the college route is pretty good. You get your summers off, so and
Nice.
But I would love to obviously work my way up, but I'm content where I am right now.
Okay.
Probably for a while.
That's what I was going to add, because before you talked about like NHL or AHL or pro of some sort, but perspectives and like thoughts change a little bit, because I feel like now you're like growing into a role where you're like, oh, I like this, and I like the way that like a university operates, because it is a business, but like it's a school ultimately, where like if you were to go to any pro level, like you're no longer a university worker, you're
And you also don't know what day it is.
yeah, like
You show up at 6:00 in the morning and then you don't go to bed till 6:00 the next morning.
Yeah.
But like in college, like you have like our whole staff, like in the athletic department, I'm the youngest and the oldest is like 30. So like it's pretty rare to find that in the country, that you have a support, like a coaching staff or wherever in athletics, that it's all that young. Like we can go do stuff together and we all are pretty similar in that kind of aspect.
That's cool. Well, Timmy, I'm happy that the job worked out after a long search for something to land, but appreciate you coming on. This episode 6, which is pretty cool. Going since June, so
that's pretty cool.
Gunter at number 1, Timmy at number 6. Yeah.